So we all know that the Olympics in Paris has ended about like a week or so ago.
Less than a week, days.
Less than a week ago. And Lord,
I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology.
For what?
Because how dare I say that cheerleading wouldn't make it to the Olympics?
Remember?
And like
Women just breaking arms and legs?
the green turtle at the breakdancing at the Olympics.
Dancing.
Oh.
How dare I say that?
Alexis receives let's mark the calendar, people.
How dare I?
After thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3 came for moi
After the debacle.
about cheerleading not being an athletic sport when people are being literally thrown in the air, being in danger. Like,
No.
what?
No. Apology because that breakdancing
Was a shit show.
the diabolical
We got to.
performance.
And you know,
She came out with a statement.
Yeah, after the whole debacle, when she received a 0 in all categories.
Jesus.
And
She
I
wasn't
heard.
Defending herself.
She wasn't from America, right? I don't think
No.
she, no, okay.
Australia, right?
No, she was.
Yeah.
Australia
Austria?
was in front of France, I believe. I'm not particularly sure, but that was terrible. And the one-sided beef between Australia and America has concluded because we didn't even know there was a
I'm
beef
crying.
there until they said
I'm crying.
F America. I'm like, okay, well, one more person
Whoa.
on our list. I thought we was cool. We
Yo.
like Steve Irwin. Shit, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was saying R.I.P. to him and
Like
everything.
we like
And
y'all
like,
accents. Like, come
right?
on,
We
man,
like
what's
kangaroos and shit. And then we Finding Nemo. That was an American classic.
Like,
I didn't know that there was such vitriol. I mean, for
Yeah, I didn't know there
European
was beef.
countries like England and France, we all know that they hate us for no apparent reason. And that's
they was
fine.
treating them like crap while they was over there.
And that's fine because we all know that Paris should never
Host
host
the Olympics ever again. Never.
So one of the topics that I thought was interesting was the American athletes as well as other countries were commenting on the food that was served in the Olympics. And let me remind you, the food was sponsored by Sedeco. So if you guys don't know the brand of Sedeco, that is the same brand that hospitals use in America for food.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Are they nutritionally valued? Yes. Do they taste good? Absolutely the fuck not.
That's your
And this
ass.
is coming from a person that frequently
your
went to the
ass.
hospital. So I just want to give that a little bit of, knowledge before going into it. American athletes and other visitors had commented on perceived lack of flavor in French food, leading up to some backlash from the French communities, such as like, oh, Americans are just saying that because we have unhealthy foods and blah, blah. I'm like, pause. Everybody is saying all this, but you guys, as well as England, conquered all these other countries just to steal spices, just to not use them. So let's unpack that in a second there. We'll unpack that. But since there was so much backlash from the European community, not just French, the European community as a whole, what cultural factors might contribute some of these different perspectives of flavor, or how can such misunderstandings affect international relations and perspectives during global events like the Olympics? Yeah, I was like thinking about it like really hard about this. I feel as though like this is it's all cultural at the end of the day. This is like food that we grew up with. We are the melting pot of America. America is built up of at least 27 subgroups. And that is not even concluding like everything of that. Like African Americans have at least 6 of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's just that. We're not even counting white people in this right now. And they have their own subcategories as well. But considering all that, we have many different cuisines and many different ways of cooking and eating and flavoring of all foods just to go to France and it tastes bland. And those particular countries, they gear towards the actual flavor of the meat. They enjoy the meat flavor of it. That's why they only season with salt and pepper lightly and cook in a rare format. They like the blood. Okay, whatever. I'm pretty sure the flavor in downtown France is not going to be the same as countryside France. So it's different perspectives here and there. I went on a little back and forth with somebody online that was from France. And funny enough, he contradicted himself like quite a bit. And one time he said, I stayed in New York City for at least a year and the food was terrible besides Mexican food. I said, he was like, his meats and cheeses were terrible. I'm like, well, number one, you don't go to New York City for quality meats and cheeses for a charcuterie board. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
I don't go to France and expecting the finest cheeseburger. Because that's not what the fuck y'all do. So why would you try to get things from your homeland in a different country? That's not the point of traveling. Right. So you see how European audacity is there in play as well. Because I definitely experienced some of that. And there's a lot of xenophobia when it comes to Americans too. I'm like, yo,
let me go to
y'all just hate us because we're American.
No, for real. That's like really what it be.
You're saying, let me go to Iceland and get like the best barbecue ribs. Like,
what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
But we let people come in here and tell us how we supposed to live. Like, no.
When you're an expat, you're living here for a year for school. I'm like, dude, it's like me going over to France for a year and saying all the food sucks because you guys don't know how to cook. No, I'm just not used to the way that you guys cook. You guys have many Michelin star restaurants. I've been to a French Michelin star restaurant. It didn't taste all that good.
Right.
In my personal opinion.
And these be 5-star restaurants. That
doesn't remove the fucking star from the restaurant, but like different flavors for different folks. But
and I'm just going to cook myself. All right, y'all suck. Okay. I'm just going to cook myself then. If y'all don't like this or whatever, I'm just going to have my stuff in my refrigerator, in my what's the name, and find it. That's it. I might not get all the seasonings, but I know how to cook good enough to doctor something, whatever I got in the kitchen.
I saw a couple of people like on TikTok packing for the Olympics, and they were packing seasons. So I said, "Oh, y'all knew y'all was going to Europe.
That's on.
Y'all knew.
Get that there.
You knew you wasn't gonna taste anything but salt, pepper, and a maybe granulated onion powder.
Right.
I don't know.
Get a little travel bottle of hot sauce.
Something. Ketchup is a spicy condiment.
Yes. Oh man.
I mean, it's like no disrespect for any other country because it doesn't matter because y'all hate us in general anyway. It doesn't matter. But out of respect for other countries, it's not the fact that your food tastes bad. It's the way that you guys cook it and the way that you guys grew up. It might be flavorful enough for you guys because you've been eating chicken with 3 grains of salt since you were a child. So, of course, that's something that's normal to you. But as soon as you taste something with Sazon in it, you're like, ooh, this is spicy. This is unhealthy American food. How dare you have more than 3 options of chips?
Yeah.
In your grocery stores.
Right.
But yeah, that's my spiel about xenophobia and food in America between European nations.
Now, speaking of Olympics, right? What do you think about Jordan Childs having returned her medal?
She ain't returning that shit.
Now
she is not returning that.
I'm not 100% familiar. Now, somebody tell me exactly what happened because I know she had to return to what's the name, but what happened?
So what happened was, basically, what was the other country that?
Romania.
Romania.
Yeah.
So there were 2 athletes in Romania that placed 3rd and 4th, but the coach for America said there's a technicality on the score for Jordan that needs to be corrected. They corrected it. Jordan moved up to 3rd. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Romania is saying, y'all waited 4 seconds after the call time to do the change. You can't do that. So the judge was like, oh, my bad. Let me change it. Do. They changed it back to this statement right now. And the coaches are like, no, we're about to sue because if you see on the video, it shows that the coach came in with the adequate time within the 1 minute mark.
They just took too long to change it.
They took too long to change it.
Okay.
So now we have all this discourse and they're just like, oh, well, we can't change the decision now after we just changed it the first time. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Like, come
it's
get,
not
come
like
get
she
it
did anything.
on my flight back to come get it.
I just feel like at this point,
Get it back in
everybody has
blood.
Right.
everybody has been going through all like has been an emotional toll for Jordan and for the athletes for
Right.
Romania. Just give all three of them the fucking bronze medal. Jesus, like leave it alone at that because it was y'all fault, not their fault.
Now, what do y'all think?
Your ass is like hell nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do y'all think
Sore
about
losers.
the people that got upset when Simone Biles' husband took a picture with her gold medal?
A lot of
say, mind your fucking business.
What?
significant others were wearing their
Yeah.
freaking medals.
Yeah.
Ella May was wearing that boy medal when he.
Listen.
And then one of the runners who won whatever medal he got, I know he said the bronze, he was like, he's the one that said it was like made pretty cheap.
Oh, because it was it didn't have the protective layer over it, so it oxidized against the skin a lot.
Yeah, and he said like him, I guess his friends and family, everybody was wearing it the whole weekend.
Oh, well,
You know what I'm saying? They ain't really saying nothing to him about that shit.
around to everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying they ain't saying nothing to him.
Paris just made their metals very cheaply
But yeah,
because they supposed to have like a protective coating, so it would not oxidize.
Wait, so the country has to make
Yeah,
their own medals?
you have 4 years to get your shit together. Wow, you have 4 years to get your shit
Yeah.
together.
Because did we decide where
They're going to LA.
yeah,
now.
they're coming to LA in 2020.
So LA, you have 4 years to get your shit together. I don't want to
LA
hear
ain't
no
gonna-
shit
they not
about
gonna
no
skimp on the
traffic
medals.
near the
I don't
Staples
think they
Center,
gonna skimp
nothing.
on
I don't
the
want to hear
medals.
none of that.
Yo, so you know Dr. Dre wants to be in the 2028 Olympics.
Because he saw Snoop Dogg
Nah, he
host it.
Oh, God, yeah.
He
Snoop
wanna
Dogg was
get a
all
piece
over
of
the
that.
Olympics.
He wants to be in archery.
Archery?
Really?
Yeah, that's his thing. That's his thing.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking, like, what justifies you being in the fucking Olympics show?
You
Like,
gotta go through the primaries.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
the Olympics happens.
So
You
I
gotta
guess
be nominated
There's
for the primaries.
I guess that's
competition.
what he's gonna do.
Now, I found out a fun fact that I didn't know that each country gets to choose the games because they already announced that breakdancing will not be in the Olympics
Yeah. I'm glad.
next
Get that shit
year.
the fuck
I'm
out
glad,
of here.
like, because that was a
Get
debacle.
out of here with that.
You know, we'll be there next year.
Very
What?
cringe.
Flag football.
Oh, I heard flag
That's
football
gonna
will be there.
That's gonna be
Let's go.
crazy.
That shit is gonna be crazy.
Male and female, I hope,
You know what else? Badminton.
which is crazy. But badminton used to be intense because
When we was in gym class, we was sweating bullets.
like I got offered to be on the daggone tennis team because me and
That form.
Chris.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Me and Chris were in gym one day and we were like gym class was over. Like, and we were going at it. We would not go off. And dude's like, yo, you need to come try out for tennis. And I was like, I'm playing like 3 different sports right now.
We can't
Like, I
even-
can't do that.
we don't
like, I'm
have
sorry.
the time.
I don't have the time. I'm in like 5 clubs and 3 different sports. Sorry.
I
sorry.
don't even have time to blink. Please.
Yeah.
I think the next one will be pretty fun.
No,
They're gonna
of
have
course.
hockey too.
Hockey
Okay.
is being added.
Oh, I'm definitely on hockey for the
Hockey.
Olympics.
And
I'm
you know
with
what else,
hockey
yo?
for the Olympics.
Baseball.
Oh, we just talked about
Baseball,
that.
yeah,
I'm with
yeah.
baseball.
Because
for
remember
the
we was talking about the
Olympics.
World Baseball Classic every
We
4
was
years.
talking about that. Yeah.
It makes sense.
But the only way for it to even like make sense is time wise is if they literally start the day it opens.
They gotta play
till
every
the,
day.
like, right before it closes because
Every day.
they're so
Several
long.
times a day.
Yeah.
Each-
I mean,
Y'all
I don't know how they're
more,
gonna
y'all
do
gotta
it.
have at least more. Y'all gotta have more than one field for baseball.
That's not gonna
Like
be hard
y'all
to do.
gonna have to have more than one baseball field
Yeah.
available
All this in LA
to play.
Yeah.
At least
that's crazy.
2. At least 2 baseball
be
fields available because it's the
2
Los
a day.
Angeles, LA Dodgers,
So it's the
and then it's
Dodgers.
the Angels,
Yeah.
and then it's one more, right? No,
Nah.
I want to say it's one more LA California team.
Nah, Dodgers.
But that's 2 stadiums right there. Unless they use the same, I doubt they use the same stadium. But you need at least 2 stadiums if you're gonna do baseball.
They're probably gonna use the Staples Stadium for like the opening ceremony.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
Traffic's gonna be crazy.
Traffic, like California
LA
traffic is always already
anyway.
crazy.
Y'all might as well just stay home for those next 2 weeks. Like,
you might as well just call off.
Like I'm paying. I go to LA. I'm paying $1 million at whatever hotel is right in the heart of everything because I'm not trying to drive 1 million years to get to the city. Like you get an Airbnb out there, and then you got to drive in 3 hours of traffic to get to fun. I'm good.
3 blocks away and shit. Like,
that's the bad thing with LA.
Walking.
They don't
if
have
it's 3 blocks away, we walking, bro. We're not driving 3 blocks away.
Like we do.
Yeah, nah.
They don't have a subway system.
They got buses.
Nah.
As long as LA traffic has been like that, they do not have a subway, like a bus system.
They got buses.
Yeah, they got buses.
Not a subway system.
They don't got.
They need to LA,
Nah.
California. Y'all need to get on that before I travel there. Y'all need to get on that.
It's a little too late.
I'm
You
just
ain't
gonna
doing that shit in
travel
4
on an
years.
off day. On an off day,
Yeah, I mean, well,
or just go to Venice.
Yeah, I've been in Venice is dope.
I haven't
It's
been out of
nice.
the country,
Venice?
but I got my passport 2 months ago. Finally,
Holla.
next year I plan to be in Costa Rica somewhere. So
nice, nice.
that's the first trip I think. So
Yeah. Be a good time.
Now let me ask y'all a question. I wish I had the video, but I lost the video.
What's that?
So let me ask you: do you guys think it's possible to love the person you're with, but be in love with somebody else?